Hey y'all, Bloodwing here, back to bring some grumpiness to your internet. And with me today is Irate Bear
Hello.
and Renting Monkey.
Hi, guys.
So, what's going on, guys?
Waiting for
Oh,
Monkey to go first.
I'll go first. I was sitting around watching SPCC. Is that what yeah, Southern Poverty Call Center.
Oh yeah.
They gained a little bit of notoriety with the Tonka thing when Ralph had them call Tonka's employer. I miss good old fashioned prank calls.
Yeah.
I realized that watching this when I was a kid. I mean, that was something we did. That was before caller ID.
Yep.
And I know in your time, Blood, it was probably hard to do prank calls when you had to tell the operator who you're trying to connect to. But in my day, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was harmless fun to just call somebody up and say stupid shit to them.
Oh heck yeah! You call somebody, say, "Hey, is your refrigerator running?"
Yeah, I wasn't quite like that. I used to call this one number, and I about once a week, I would just call them up and ask for. I don't remember how I found out the lady's name, but I would ask for her, and then just say something horrendous, something horrible, and then hang up and wait another week. And she always came to the phone. God bless her.
Yeah. Back before caller ID, or somebody call you. Do you have Prince Edward in a can? Which, if those that don't know, Prince Edward was tobacco. Do you have Prince Edward in a can? Well, you better let him out, or something like that.
Well, yeah, that's how I was spending my day.
Yeah. I remember one time I had an obscene phone caller call my house. This was back right after J-Kid was born, and it was like really late at night, and my wife answered the phone, and he's giving her the whole heavy breathing act and everything. So I took the phone away from her and I said, "Hey, this is her husband. What do you want?" And he doesn't even miss a beat. To his credit, he still keeps up with the obscene phone call. By the end of it, I had him crying. I don't know if you remember the serial killer they had in Atlanta back in the early 80s. He killed a lot of gay men. And this was one of the few black serial killers, by the way. I was like telling him, "Where you at, man? I hope this guy gets to you."
It was harmless fun, and caller ID technology ruins everything except porn. They've kept that okay, but everything else they've ruined. I mean, my children couldn't do prank calls because you'd get an automatic callback. It's so sad.
The only time that it ever made me uncomfortable is I heard some guy on the radio that was doing prank calls live on the air, and he called a dealership. You may have even heard this one. It was semi-famous, and he said to call me Count Francisco. What he's looking for a car. Call me, Count Francisco Rodriguez something or other. I don't know. I don't remember it all. But I used to sell cars, and I've had calls like that. And I was like, "Oh, that poor salesman." But yeah. You laugh and you joke, but I have used the crank telephone before. My aunt had one.
Oh, I wasn't joking.
So how's your day, Bear?
It's been okay. Thank you very much, mate. As you know, I did a stream this morning.
Yeah, I was there.
That was a lot of fun. I was joined by Tommy C for the first part of it. Dax was there as always, and Bloodwing joined us later on.
Yeah.
Discussed Article 11 and 13.
I would jump on monkey streams, but 2:00 in the freaking morning. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, that seems to be the settled time. I'm finding an audience there, man.
Hey, good on you, man, if you can do it. But I hope to at least be, sowing some Z's at that time.
Well, it kind of works out because I get my work day basically now goes from 9 p.m. through about 4 a.m. And then I sleep while Lady Monkey's working. I get to see her for a little bit before I start. And then
I feel you. I get it. Just don't expect me in your audience.
I'm gonna find out your phone number and just crank call you.
Dax has it.
There you go.
But yeah, hey, how you doing, chat? I see Nuts is already sharing out our Streamlabs.
Nuts is such a sweetie.
She is. She's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Help an old man out. Help the rest of them out. You know, if you want to donate, there's my Streamlabs, my Patreon links also, as well as my Twitter. Yeah, I would ask if you send something to my Streamlabs, let me know in the chat so I can read it, because I don't have alert on yet. Yes, I'm a boomer. I keep putting it off.
If you want to send me something on Streamlabs, don't send it over to Bloodwing.
Hey, there you go.
So yeah, Star, take me right out of there. Just do Baron Blood.
But if you want to help out, if not, man, I get it. We're all broke these days, and there are more ways than one to help out your favorite creator, like liking and sharing the stream,
which you should have already done.
Yep.
Hit that like, hit that share, because YouTube doesn't give us any help in that regard.
And I'll tell you what, I have been getting some awesome ratios on my streams lately.
Yes, you have.
Just absolutely nuts. We'll see if we can keep that up.
Yes, so drop a like, guys. Really, really, really appreciate it, everybody.
And there's Cryptic with his usual penis.
I concur. I absolutely
I think
concur,
he says
sir.
that because he's Oriental, and we all know that they're short in that department.
Oh, you think it's kind of like a wish?
Yeah. Wishful thinking.
He's hoping for the best, bless him.
Yeah.
Bless him. So, do we have any news today?
We do, and I was trying to pull up the article that I read, but I'm just going to go through it by memory. If you want to look it up, you can, but I kept getting freaking ads that would yell in my ear, and I ain't doing that. Portland, Oregon is having an outbreak of measles.
Oh, I saw that.
It's up to 19 people now, last I saw. 16 of whom are confirmed not inoculated.
No.
Imagine my shock. And it happened at a Trailblazers game. Someone that was infected went to the game, and now there are 19 people confirmed.
Dirty shitbags.
Here's the thing of interest that you may not know. Measles was deemed extinct in the United States in the year 2000.
It's amazing what stupidity will bring back.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
hey.
It's not anymore. Here's another thing that you may not know, that measles usually hits children, and it is fatal in 1 to 2 cases out of 1,000.
And then there's cases where it's not fatal to them, and you get somebody like poor blind press who gets blinded by the shit because of some fucktard who doesn't get it vaccinated.
Yeah, my sister was deafened. She got measles, and it settled in her ears, and then she's deaf.
Every time this comes up, I think of her, and I just want to beat the fuck out of someone. Just
come on, get your vaccinations. Come on. If you care about your children, I don't care about the autist. I would rather even if it were true, which it's not, but if it were true, I'd rather have an autistic child than a dead child.
Well, no, that makes too much sense, Blood. Come on. Kill your child to stop autism.
Yeah. But anyway, I saw that and I was like, oh my God, seriously. And I apologize if I get a little slow at times, guys. My mouse died today, and I'm having to use the laptop pad, and I'm not very good at it.
I can't use those. I refuse.
Well, it doesn't recognize my finger all the time. I have that trouble with cell phones and anything with a touchscreen. I think it's because I don't get proper blood flow to my hands because of my disease. And it doesn't want to recognize that it's there. let's see. Bear had some stories for me in my DMs. So let me try to get my way back up there. Oh, for pity's sake. See, this is where it really stinks. It's harder than heck to scroll with a pad.
He'll get there, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He will get there.
Did you hear me there, bud?
What was that?
Use your arrow buttons.
Yeah, I do, but it doesn't work on. He sent them to me in DMs, and for some reason, the arrow buttons will not work on Twitter DMs.
Sucks. Twitter, fix your shit.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's get an edit button for Pete's sake.
You know, I'm actually against the edit button for Twitter.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Yeah, because an edit button would allow people to change the bullshit they've been called on.
They can still delete their messages, monkey. Why?
Yeah, they can, but deleting your message is not the same as altering it.
Yeah, but spelling mistakes, dude.
You know, people understand spelling mistakes, I think.
Not when it's Trump here, they fucking don't.
Well, no, they still understand it. They just their ass it has. So
yeah, they need something to jump on about. Okay, here's the story. First story is one we covered on your stream this morning, Bear. I do believe.
Was it?
Or no, maybe it was on. Oh, I was also on P-Dog stream, so I think we covered it on that. Police in Pennsylvania have arrested a 31-year-old woman for allegedly reacting to the Philadelphia Eagles' recent playoff loss by attacking her girlfriend and putting the girlfriend's dog inside a microwave oven.
And that escalated quickly.
Yeah. Do you have the picture of her? She is such a treat to look at.
Oh my gosh, isn't she? Yeah.
When I can't remember who tweeted that at me last night. I think it might have been Sarah. I saw that and I was like, so the news source is satire, right? Parody? No, Prospero was like, no, this is people.com. This is legit. I was like, oh mate.
Let's see here.
Source says, what the fuck kind of reaction is that? That's a lunatic woman. That's why their vote shouldn't count.
All right,
check your Streamlabs, Bloodwing.
Oh, okay. Is that presenting?
You are presenting, but you're not sharing a screen. Should I do it?
Yeah, you go ahead since I'm having some technical issues today.
Okay, open that up. And you look at Streamlabs?
Yeah, I will look at my Streamlabs.
Streamlabby dabby doodahs. There you go.
Yeah, she's something, ain't she?
Oh my god.
Did she get into a fight with a cat?
Well, with another woman.
Or another woman, yeah.
Same thing.
Beat the fuck out of each other.
I just want to read that headline again because there's a lot going on in this headline. Philadelphia woman, mad the Eagles lost. Allegedly, it's always allegedly, isn't it? Like, clearly, it's not allegedly, is it? Attacks girlfriend and puts dog in microwave. That's
perfectly logical to me.
There's a couple of, oh my gosh. Sorry, Bear. Pumpkin Trucker. Oh my gosh, dude. Thank you. I'm not in the habit of saying what the amount is because I don't want to embarrass people. If they want to know, they can tell me they want it. But it's more than generous. For the Walker Fund, make sure to put the tennis balls on the bottom and hail to the children of the Johnson administration. I was actually born during Ike's administration. And Cryptic, thank you, old man. I will take your sister wives away from you. Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh. All right, go ahead, Bear. Sorry.
No problem, mate. Police in Pennsylvania have arrested a 31-year-old woman for allegedly reacting to the Philadelphia Eagles' recent playoff loss by attacking her girlfriend and putting the girlfriend's dog inside a microwave oven. Because in America, they have to microwave absolutely everything.
Oh, don't you start your shit.
People obtained a statement from the Colonel Regional Police Department about the arrest of Kirsten Gaskins of Philadelphia. Police allege Gaskins, her girlfriend, and the girlfriend's dog were staying at a hotel in Hanover Township Sunday. The television was tuned to the Eagles' playoff game against the New Orleans Saints, which the defending Super Bowl champions Eagles lost 20-14, ending their season. According to the police statement, Gaskins allegedly began yelling at the television after her team's defeat, setting off a physical confrontation with her girlfriend. Stop shouting at the TV! No, fuck you!
There's got to be something more to it. Like the other girl must be a Saints fan or something.
Yeah.
Well, I think as you go through the article, because I am positive now that P-Dog and I covered this, there was drug paraphernalia involved. So
no.
I know that's hard to believe.
It smoked up all the weed.
The dog is okay, guys. We should tell everybody that.
Yeah, the dog is okay. She put it in the microwave. Apparently, didn't turn it on.
Spoilers. Come on. The women allegedly pushed each other over before Gaskins forced her to the floor, punching her several times in the face, because that's what perfectly rational people do in the current year. The statement alleges the girlfriend headed towards the hotel room's door, and as she did, Gaskins allegedly threatened her dog, a white Pomeranian. Police were called to the hotel, where they found the girlfriend with blood and abrasions to her face and neck. Inside the room, they removed the white Pomeranian from the microwave. The animal was unharmed,
still in there?
as the appliance was never activated. Gaskins was charged with simple assault, harassment, cruelty to animals, and possession of drug paraphernalia. It was unclear Thursday if she had entered pleas to those charges. She was later released on $20,000 unsecured bail. Attempts to reach her and her attorney were unsuccessful Thursday.
What the hell is wrong with this woman?
I mean, well, you look at her picture, as we already did. She's the very definition of ghetto. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, that's some ghetto right there.
That's some real ghetto right there. But like I said on P-Dog stream, I don't care. I've been pretty mad at someone before, but I've never thought of going after their dog.
I've never thought about putting a dog in a microwave in any kind of way.
And not over a stupid football game, for Pete's sake.
I might have wanted to hit somebody over a football game, but never. I'm gonna kill your dog.
But those Philly fans are crazy. They tore the heck out of Philadelphia last year when they won.
You got Philadelphia fans. You got lesbians. This was gonna happen. I mean, nothing against lesbians, but they're known to be a little bit cray.
And there's the incident several years ago where they threw batteries at Santa during a game. So Philadelphia
was so bad at one time they actually put a courthouse in the stadium.
Yep.
They put a fucking courthouse in the stadium.
Monkey, I always get a little bit excited when I hear about American hooliganism.
Because it makes you feel better about your own?
Yeah, it does. It really does. I'm like, our children across the pond, they're engaging in a bit of sport-related violence.
Well, it does exist here, Bear, just not to the extent that it has in your country.
Well, the thing is, you say that, Bloodwing, right? But you remember last year?
Yeah.
When there was a big, massive fight. I can't remember who it was between. And the losing team's fans ate horse poo or something.
That was Philly, I think.
Yeah, Philly.
Probably.
Somebody ate like horse crap and they smashed up the town. I was like, God damn.
Yeah. Philly's pretty bad. The Raiders, Los Angeles.
Oh, God, yeah.
Are pretty bad. There are a couple. There's a few. But for the most part, there's just the occasional fist fight or guy that got too drunk, spilled his beer on people.
Yeah, Philly is notoriously bad. Like I said, they set up a fucking court underneath the stadium. They had so many problems there.
Yep. No.
You ever had that at a soccer match, Bear?
The worst it's ever gotten with hooligans is is obviously the violence has gotten pretty bad, especially between the rivals, like the big rivals. They just straight up close the game off. They just won't let any fans in at all, and they'll have basically a silent game. They won't have any supporters in the stadium whatsoever. They'll just play the game. They'll air it on television, but there won't be any fans in the stadium. It has happened before.
I mean, it's smart because I mean, there's probably times that should have happened in the NFL too, but man,
yeah,
what the fuck is wrong with people?
I mean, the worst I've ever had happen to me to a ball game, and trust me, I haven't been to a ball game in years. I can't afford it. Those ticket prices are they're killer. Yeah, Oakland. I know, Duck Dog. I know Oakland. Soon to be what is it? Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Dectran Hillsborough was not anything to do with football hooliganism. Hillsborough was the Great Crush. Did you guys ever hear about that awful fucking tragedy?
Oh, is that the one where the stadium collapsed?
No, no. What happened was they let too many people in, and the police filtered people down to the wrong what we would call terraces,
nice.
places where you'd stand and sit to watch the game, and there was too many people in certain areas of the stadium, and a lot of people were crushed to death. They tried to like save people by like try to like pull people out of the areas and stuff, but as they did that, they overloaded their own areas, and people were crushed and suffocated to death.
Same thing kind of happened here, which changed the way concerts are seated back years ago in the early 80s, I think it was. But before I do that, Pumpkin Trucker said that I could say how much he donated. $50, guys.
Damn, nice.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
It's very nice.
Well, we appreciate those people who make generous donations to their favorite creators. Yeah, Viper is 96 people died that day. That happened decades ago, and the inquiry is still going on to this day.
You know, I guarantee you that money will go to good cause, like paying bills, keeping my lights on.
As one other fun fact for you, sorry to interrupt you, mate.
No, go ahead.
These were Liverpool Football Club supporters, and the Sun newspaper is no longer sold in Liverpool. You'd be very hard pressed to find a copy being sold in like convenience stores in Liverpool, because the Sun lied, basically saying that the Liverpoolian fans was pickpocketing and stealing from the dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, here back in, like I said, I think it was the early 80s or very late 70s, one or the other. It was in Ohio, I believe, at a Who concert. And we used to have what was called arena seating. In other words, there was no assigned seating at rock concerts. It's just first come, first serve. That's the way it was all the time I was a teenager.
Sure.
But at this concert, people in the back started shoving, and they hadn't opened the doors yet. They were late opening the doors. Long story short, a bunch of people got crushed to death. A bunch of people. And that changed the way that they no longer had arena seating. That's why we have assigned seating at concerts now. Yeah.
It's awful.
Anyway, yeah. Bear, would you mind reading our stories for today, since I'm having technical issues?
That's not a problem, mate. I've just opened up the other articles I sent you as well, because I figured.
Wait a minute.
There were a couple of issues.
Time out.
All right. Calm down.
Are you not asking me to read because you've heard me do it before?
Maybe. Monkey went to that Evelyn Woodhead sped reading course.
You ain't lying.
I just want to open up the chat so I can see the chat as I'm reading as well. I'll put that over the Hangout, and I shall. Do you want me to screen share or just read the news?
You can screen share. That's fine.
Okay. Screen sharing now. Okay. I don't know whether you still have me presented or not. Okay, so here we go. This is from Russia Today. British police take heat over women and minorities recruitment ad. Now, I don't know whether either of you or anybody in the chat saw this. This is actually quite. It was being shared on Twitter, yesterday again for some strange reason. This was a thing that had been put up quite a few months ago now, actually. I think even Sargon made a video on it ages ago. The British police have been making a big push for minorities and the women, including my own police constabulary. To hide a brown, folks. Oh, Streamlabs.
Yep. Refreshing now. Just waiting on that. Thank you, Cryptic, for the donation. You should tell stories about how you use your feet to drive the first car. Abba dabba do. Oh, and there was another donate, Truck and Bear. Some shekels for more pizza abuse. Thank you, guys.
But yeah, so I don't know. Well, I can imagine where you two kind of stand on this. And look at that, a British police officer with a gun. I told you we do. I told you we have them.
Only the women, though.
Oh no, actually, the first time I ever saw a police officer with a gun was at Gatwick Airport, I think, and they were carrying MP5s.
You know, I don't care if they give women officers guns as long as it's not on that 28th day of the month.
I don't think women should be allowed to have guns.
He also thinks women shouldn't be allowed to vote either.
Let's be fair here. We just read a story about a woman who put a Pomeranian in a fucking microwave. Going to give them firearms? I feel like that's a bad idea. I love you women, don't get me wrong, but y'all crazy. They should be crazy.
As you guys know, in the recent decade, in the age of terrorism, our police have been becoming more and more armed across the entirety of the force. If you find like police officers patrolling on foot, you like streets and stuff, they probably aren't armed with a gun. They're probably armed with a baton and pepper spray and like a taser. But the British Transport Police in particular will be armed. What rifle is that? It's very pretty. Come on, you're American. You should know.
I don't know my guns. I don't have a gun.
But you're American. All Americans own guns.
That may be, but we don't know every gun on the market. Not all of us, anyway. Some of them do.
You need somebody like Sinatra for that. I have no clue.
Oh, it's very pretty. I want to have a go.
Yes. In chat, tell them what it is.
Yeah,
some of the chat will. Yeah. That's Milton Keynes train station as well. Okay, cool. Okay. So there's the advertisement being tweeted out from the British Transport Police. Does that mean I have to go join the British Transport Police so I can get hold of that fucking gun? Does it?
You can take it from her. She's just a woman. You can wrestle it away.
Just drop kick her from behind and pick it up. Mine.
Mr. Dax, all Americans know all guns, just like all black people can play the bass.
Well, that's true.
I'm being asked to zoom in. I don't usually zoom in. Where the? There we go. Plus.
Kyler says it's an M16 or a clone of it.
Plus. Except cookies. No, I've actually handled an M16 before, and I don't think that's an M16. I don't know. Let me zoom back out again because it's freaking me out being this close to a police officer. There we go. That's what you think, all right, Bear. Try looking up the hoops I have to jump through to get a handgun in New Jersey. Is it? Oh, I have heard that it is some more blue, because New Jersey would be a blue state, wouldn't it? It's in New York, isn't it?
No, Jersey is its own state. It's just it's right by New York. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know my American geography that well. That is a blue state, yeah.
Yes.
And they have all the gun control, but all the gun crime.
It's blue politically. It's dirty. Otherwise, it's just nasty.
I've heard bad things.
It's the shithole of it's where we dump our toxic waste because who cares? It's New Jersey.
GPP condemned Viking says it's a G36C.
There you go.
Okay.
I told you somebody would know.
Maybe. Citing a need for greater diversity, I could get a job. Within the ranks, the British Transport Police will host a recruitment workshop reserved for women and minorities. Yay for me! The PC cops defended the move after receiving mountains of scorn on Twitter. In a tweet advertising the event, the police force wrote, female or from a black or minority ethnic background, interested in becoming a police officer, next to our next recruitment workshop at 6 p.m. on the 23rd of January in Camden. Camden is a very, very strange place. For those who don't know, you walk out of Camden train station, and you will see a mixture of Rastafarians and goths.
That's a pretty strange mixture.
It is. You get like the proper goths with like the big leather jackets, the spiked boots, all the piercings, pale as shit. And then you've got Rastafarians walking around trying to sell fucking hash cakes to people. And you've got these weird markets in Camden Town. Camden is one of the worst places in the USA. It's also a very odd place in London. Very, very odd place. Did an all-nighter there once.
Dr. House says American guns go rat-a-tat, British guns go oi, 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 oi.
Hello, 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 hello. And of course, there's the tweet there from the British Transport Police. Looking to recruit the women and or chocolate people because they need more representation. Because
that's how you stop crime is with proper representation.
Because brown people and women need people to look like them in order to behave themselves on the streets.
Functional Sig now says an MCX carbine rifle 5.56. Thank you, Google.
There we go.
I think it's a military style assault weapon.
Yes.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
That gun needs some control, especially in the hands of a lady. The message was bombarded with angry and sarcastic replies, accusing the British Transport Police of blatant discrimination. A number of Twitter users proposed the law enforcement should hire candidates based on patriarchal concepts such as suitability for the job.
That was sarcastic, right?
Yeah, I think it was as well, yeah. So a couple of Conquerbot, I like that. Could you not just hire candidates based on their willingness to apply and suitability for the job? How about you simply recruit good police officers regardless of sex or ethnicity? Surely gender or skin color should not matter unless you make a point of mentioning it, of course. Yeah. There's Dankula made the news.
Oh, again?
Yeah, here's his tweet saying others took a more respectful approach. Hello, police. I'd like to report a hate crime.
Well played, sir.
Also, this was actually tweeted out yesterday, but I saw this a couple of months ago. It was the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I just making another drive for it. One person expressed interest in the workshop after billing himself as a black male bisexual lesbian who identifies as a unicorn of non-identifying gender on Tuesdays.
Well, there you go, Barrett. See, you could have you a job as a police officer if you'll just dress in your nurse's outfit when you go to apply.
I am a sexy nurse. And I'm also going to send them the Everypedia section on me.
Oh, yeah.
I can use that as a reference.
Look, I am openly biracial.
I'm legit thinking about applying that. I reckon I'd be a good British Transport Police officer.
Yeah.
I'm sure you would be.
Let me hear you say, have you got a license for that, mate?
Oi, you got a license for that, mate?
There you go.
Yeah. See, I'll be promoted straight away. Sergeant Bear on the streets. Taking names and kicking ass. You, white male, stop. Viper wants to apply with me. Yeah, we can go work for the because I think Viper is in Lancashire. So mine's Cheshire, which is fine because the rest of other than where I live, Cheshire's quite posh. Viper's fucked if she goes do it though. Her area's rough as fuck. Lord Bear, the transport police officer. Stand still, filthy peasant. After Lord Bear's emptied about 10 rounds in their ass. The announcement was also met with accusations of positive discrimination. The official actual name is positive action. You guys call it affirmative action.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the allegation that the British Transport Police denied in a series of follow-up tweets. I'm surprised they didn't make any threats. Like, who was it? Monkey will remember. Which constabulary was it that started dishing out threats after they started tweeting about hate crime stuff?
Oh, it's the one that's always in the news over there. Oh fuck.
Was it Wiltshire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that main one.
That's funny.
We will look you up. Like, try it, motherfucker. I'm American.
I don't know. I don't know, Barry. If they give you a gun and put you on the street, it's going to be kind of like over on Neebs when Abstro does that bad cop, you know, from GTA 5.
Mowing people down.
Just mowing people down and then cuffing them.
This is ridiculous. Do you guys in America get anything like this with your police forces?
No, not like that.
No.
We do get some of the push for diversity. I think I want to say it was the Baltimore one recently had a problem. They're not allowed to openly do it like that.
Yeah, it was Baltimore.
But yeah, they're like, we don't understand why we don't have more women's. Because women's don't want to get shot at.
You going out? You go next door? Oh, okay, fair enough. We said you go out. Sorry, was just speaking to VB there.
I have another bear.
Monkey said hello. Okay, put a tampon on it. Okay, a tampon. What?
I don't have any.
Get a Tampax.
No, I don't have that kind of thing anymore, so there's no need for me to have them.
Okay.
Maybe Bear needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put them under my armpits. This annoys me, man, because you know the rest of the world's busy making fun of us with the license thing.
Yeah.
You know, and you're trying to. What's the word?
Do you have a license for that discrimination?
Exactly. You know, our police force is just going to. Well, it already looks bad because the Metropolitan Police is already out there, busy confiscating people's garden tools.
That was the best picture ever. We confiscated this on a sweep of the city. Like,
mate, there was one worse that Sinatra showed last night. That's actually worse than that. They confiscated somebody's like butter knives. Like you know when you go to the store, right, and you can buy a pack of cutlery, like just cheap stainless steel cutlery.
Sure.
And you get like a basic fork, basic knives. The knife you couldn't cut anything with these knives, right? They confiscated 2 of them. It was in Harrow, which is a town that I grew up near. Look at we confiscated these deadly weapons. You couldn't stab someone with one of them.
There you go, people. In the UK, you can't garden or butter your toast.
Is Gordon Ramsay on a watch list?
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Like, I could do more damage with my big toe than one of those knives. There was a potato peeler one as well.
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure that was in Scotland, though.
Yeah.
You could bet it's just really hard. Like you'd have to have the force of like Superman to stab someone with one of these knives. Like you have a better time trying to stab someone with a screwdriver or a spoon.
You can stab somebody with a spoon.
Sure. Scoop out them eyeballs.
It hurts, but
chef's a public enemy #1. Oh, people already make fun of us for having terrible food, and now we can't even prepare it properly. So it's not even edible at all anymore. Oh dear. Well, we'll move on. A bit of American stuff from Fox News. Forrest Gump star Gary Sinise says, thank you, Bloodwing, says he's dedicated to honoring wounded veterans. We can never do enough. And I agree.
Yeah, he's always doing stuff for the vets.
He's a good
He's
dude.
ex-military himself, I do believe.
He does a lot of stuff.
For those who don't recognize him, he was in Forrest Gump. What rank was he? Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, and more recently, he was in CSI New York.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Yeah, Vanilla Bear's a big fan of that. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Okay. The now 63, oh, good grief, appeared in a 1994 film which depicts the presidencies of Kennedy's and Johnson, as well as the Vietnam War, Watergate, and other crucial moments in U.S. history through the perspective of an Alabama man. Sinise plays, we know what everybody's seen Forrest Gump. Come on. Sinise told Fox News he didn't hesitate to take on the iconic role prior to the audition that would forever change his life. Sinise was already working closely with Vietnam veterans and had created Vets Night, a program offering free dinners and performances at the Steppenwolf Theatre in Chicago. That's very nice of him.
Yep.
It's very, very nice of him. A full 10, 12 years before filming, I've been working with Vietnam veterans in Chicago, he explained. I had supported them in various ways, so when the opportunity came up to play a Vietnam veteran, a wounded Vietnam veteran with a positive ending to his story, I very much wanted to do that. And I was blessed to be able to get that part and be in such a popular film, a good film. Lieutenant Dan has meant a lot to me.
Yeah,
I love this scene, by the way, in Forrest Gump.
He's like I said, he's always doing stuff for the military. He's always promoting them. And it's a good cause, guys. We forget our people in the military. I mean, I'm a believer in it. Support your ex-military and present military. But
absolutely,
yeah. And I've seen him on Twitter before. He doesn't put up with a whole lot of crap.
Oh, good. We like that. A man who supports veterans and doesn't take crap from anybody. Dectran, Tom Hanks plays a retard. People say that, but there's nothing retarded about Forrest Gump.
What?
The man's a friggin' war hero, ping pong ball champion.
He was a tard, man.
Yeah, he was.
Come on.
There's nothing retarded about Forrest Gump.
Baba always said life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, he achieved more in his life than all of us combined.
On accident.
Yeah.
All of it on accident. Come on.
Yeah, that was the whole point of the movie, is that it all accidentally happened to him.
It was a college football star. What rank did he reach in the army?
Oh, I don't know. He showed the president his ass. Good job there.
Well, he did ask.
He said he'd like to see it. He didn't necessarily say, I want to see, please show me your butt scar.
Look, right, he did the right thing.
He's a card, man. There's no getting around it.
Nah, he's just a bit slow. Bless him.
A bit?
Well, he's not even really slow. I mean, the guy's got excellent reflexes.
And the poor guy gets a kid he doesn't want from a AIDS-ridden whore.
And he owns his own fishing company.
On accident again, because his friend told him
Bubblegum Shrimp.
Bubblegum Shrimp.
Yeah. And
he owns a gospel church.
And he's a tard.
But yeah, Gary Sinise is, somebody mentioned earlier, and since I'm having trouble scrolling and stuff, I can't remember who it was, but he's the right kind of celebrity. And I agree. You know, if you're a celebrity and you want to, you know, have your voice heard out there, do stuff for people. Do stuff for charities and stuff instead of
complaining.
Yeah.
And blaming it on white people.
Well, in fairness, honkies deserve it.
I haven't heard that word decades.
See, this is a big argument that I put forward after you had Jim Carrey, you know, because he pops up from time to time, moaning about things that he could help a great deal because he's a friggin' gazillionaire.
Jim Carrey's a nut job.
What's stopping Jim Carrey from starting his own homelessness program?
I mean, he is a serious nut job. Have you seen the documentary about him doing that movie? Of what was it? Over the Moon, or what was it called?
I don't remember anything like that.
Where he portrayed. Oh God, what was the guy's name that done Lotka on Taxi?
Oh, shit. Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. The movie he did about Andy Kaufman.
I never watched the movie. I know what you're talking about, though.
There's a documentary about Jim Carrey doing that movie and what he did, and he's a nut job. He pretended to be Andy Kaufman and all the worst aspects of him. And people were having enough of it. Like, you're nuts, man. Get out of here.
Method actor.
Man in the Moon. Thank you, Void Horizon. Yeah.
Method actor.
Kaufman wasn't known to be stable. That dude was fucking insane.
Yeah.
I get that he wants to virtue signal and stuff, but he could still do that and help people.
Oh.
And he can brag about it as well. So
dude, you know how much easier? Look, it's so much easier to just say you need things done rather than to actually do them. That's just science, man.
But he could hire someone to do it for him.
Come on, man.
But like, yo, here's $5 million. Go start a homeless shelter and a homelessness program, and then I can take all the credit on social media. And then I can virtue signal at other celebrities and politicians and point out how much they suck.
I've always remembered something that I heard when I was a young man, and it always stick with me. As one of them little, quotes you see on little posters and stuff. So remember, if you're saying that somebody needs to do something about that, whatever the situation is, remember, you're somebody.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right. Apparently he's an anti-vaxxer as well. Well, if he's an anti-vaxxer, he needs to be dealt with.
Oh yeah, he is. He hooked up with Jenny McCarthy, and she turned him on to that shit.
Oh yeah, she's big time. So
she's also.
They need to be pushed into a muddy puddle. It's the only way. I'm afraid, guys. I'm gonna go grab some more news, so you two just talk amongst yourselves quick.
I think we can do that. So, Monkey, how's your day going?
Man, not well, but Little Butt's supposed to be coming over, so that should pep it up.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. I seen that you had a live stream with her being there in the title. I wasn't able to make that, but yeah, good for you.
Yeah, I got her own headphones, and I got us a splitter so we can be on together, because usually she just steals mine.
Oh.
But there was nobody on with us, and she got bored very quick because of that.
Yeah, but for the time she was there, that had to be massive cute overload.
Oh, it always is with her. That girl is cuter than anyone has a right to be. And I know I'm her grandpa and all, but it's true. It is true. Yeah. If we could put her on camera, we could take over Ryan's toy review, I'm sure.
There you go. There is an idea.
That's how you make it on YouTube. Put your kids on the camera, just video them playing with toys, get some of that royalty-free music. You know that one they all use. That one.
Thoughts from the dryer. Has blood gone to the restroom yet? Not yet, but it's working on me. I'm trying to make it at least halfway.
I'm just looking for the most stupid. I think I've gathered enough stupid. Okay, let me just pop the chat again so I can see it. You guys are gonna like this, I reckon. Okay. There you go. Western tourists head to war-torn Afghanistan for authentic travel experience.
Oh, for fuck. Really?
Wait. Read that again.
Western tourists head to war-torn Afghanistan for authentic travel experience.
I just wanted to make sure I heard that right.
What the hell is wrong with people?
And they would probably be the first to scream bloody murder when they're kidnapped or something.
Yeah, well, they're not going to be able to scream. They're going to be dead.
Yeah.
That is some pretentious upper middle class BS right there.
That is some honky shit. Is what that is.
Oh, these morons.
That's some fooling his money or soon parted stuff right there. That's what that is.
Yep.
They want their heads parted from their necks, by the sounds of it. Foreign Bar wanted to see Afghanistan, and he wanted to do it in the most authentic way he thought possible.
Oh God.
Could always join the military.
What authentic experience are you expecting from Afghanistan?
Being shot at, maybe? End up in a 3-day fight with the Taliban?
A smoking ruin of a Middle Eastern country is not my idea of a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, I can marry my cousin. What?
Dodging landmines, IEDs.
I mean, there's two places for sure I will not go on vacay. One's the Middle East and the other's Mexico.
There's resorts in Mexico. There's no resorts
sure,
in Afghanistan.
There's resorts in Mexico. There's also a heck of a lot of crime in Mexico.
You could go to some place like Acapulco as long as you fly straight in, stay right at your hotel, and never leave.
Yeah, you might get away with that.
Cynical Lindsay, did these idiots not see the story of the 2 Scandinavian girls that went to Morocco that were brutally murdered by Islamic militants?
On video.
A couple of people, like virtue signally dickheads, just like this, decided to go to Iraq on a mission of peace and love. And they found their peace and love quite quickly when they arrived.
Got cut into pieces. Good job, dumbass.
Mm.
You know what? They need to stop lying to people because they're getting people killed seriously with this nonsense. You know, the world is love. No, it's not. There's a lot of horrible places out there you don't want to go. Don't do it. It doesn't make you cool. It's going to get you killed. Stop
Cap Jack says, not even TJ meets Tijuana. Come on, man, you haven't lived to see a donkey show in Tijuana. No thanks. And yes, I do know what a donkey show is.
Oh dear. So of course this chap wanted to do it the most authentic way possible. The Dutch tourist backpacked his way across the mountainous Asian country and turned to a social networking site to find locals to stay with for free.
Okay, when you just said the word that pisses me off in all these stories, Asian country. No. Yes, it's in Asia. We get that, but this is a war-torn Muslim country. Say it like it is.
Yeah, it's the Middle East.
Things can go well 9 out of 10 times, Barr said. You know, no, I don't think so. It just takes that one time when things go wrong, and so far nothing has gone wrong. We also have been lucky. Yeah, no shit. Barr is among a growing group of Westerners who have been turning to couchsurfing.com to travel to places like Afghanistan.
Because they're idiots.
You know, if you're wandering down a street and you see that,
Jesus Christ, there's the authentic experience for you.
it's probably a good idea to turn around.
For fuck's sake.
You know, I get it that some people enjoy thrill seeking. I get that part. But go jump out of an airplane or something.
Yeah.
Do they get to bang a goat?
Eat food that gives you the shits for about a week. And get your head chopped off while you're there as well. It's not for me.
No.
Not for me at all. I don't think so.
I fully support people who think this is a good idea trying it.
Yeah.
It's so pretentious. Like that first quote there, you feel like you get a more authentic feel for the city.
Yeah.
So you don't get trapped in tourist hotspots. Does Afghanistan have any tourist hotspots?
Kaboom.
Kaboom bar. But you can't drink because it's an Islamic country and they don't have alcohol.
I'm with Bear. I mean, I'm with Monkey here on this. You know, I'm all for anybody that thinks this is a good idea to go on and go because the world needs less stupid people.
Yeah, that's just natural selection is what that is. Go get your ass cut up. I don't care.
Oh, he went to a heavily militarized Kabul, where he spent several nights sleeping on a thin mattress on the floor of his Afghan host's bedroom.
How authentic.
Oh, that sounds like a real fun time.
Whatever happens to just going camping?
I don't know. I don't just go LARP like a homeless person at home. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you couldn't go buy your own shitty mattress and just
sleep on your own floor.
rip off the wallpaper a bit, black out the windows, maybe. All right.
Bang your sister. I mean, get your own goat. Get your own goat. You'll be fine.
Despite the country's serious security concerns and decaying infrastructure, nearly 2,000 Afghans have signed up to host tourists. Yeah, I wonder how many of them are a part of the friggin' Taliban. In Afghanistan, the majority of those willing to open their doors to total strangers are men. They're hoping that a nice white European girl turns up that they can.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call a red flag.
No kidding. Good God.
Jesus fuck.
Well, there you go, Viper. You go get yourself your Afghan man of your dreams. I mean, we'll never see you again, and you probably won't be able to see anything again from behind the black veil, but, you know.
Men of your dreams, actually.
It'll be men, yeah.
Be passed around, like, yeah.
At least you get a free goat.
Concert. Jesus Christ. Human trafficking is increasing in Kabul, and we can't figure out why. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Yeah. Kabul, tourist hotspot of the world.
Kabul, kaboom. Oh dear. Yeah, get a free goat out of it, you know? The weather's great. Except for at night time and it's absolutely freezing, but yeah.
I'm wondering what that experience is that they're wanting. Seriously, this isn't like going to like say they live in New York and they go down to Alabama and they want the authentic Southern experience. So they, go to a nice eatery that's out of the way, that's not a part of a chain or something. No. This is getting your ass kidnapped or killed.
Yep.
The fuck? Americans are stupid.
Go on the throw a gay off the roof and stone a rape victim tour.
Exactly.
From Burton Ernie there.
Well played.
Bloodwinger, you could probably tan quite well, can't you?
I can probably what?
Tan quite well.
Tan? Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon you do quite well, mate.
Yeah. Well, my you can't tell it on camera because my camera's lousy, but I've got kind of an olive tint to my, it tans pretty good. Huh?
A couple days in Kabul, mate, you'd be nice and brown. You've got a beard. You'll be at the top of the social order, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. The kind of light brown hair might be a giveaway.
Just put on one of them big hats they have on.
Yeah.
And if you're looking to lose any weight, they'll take your head off for you.
Yeah, there you go. Instant weight loss.
Oh dear. Yeah, this isn't just Americans. I mean, the guy who we were just talking about there was Dutch.
What? Dutchman, you're an idiot.
Yes, they are. And of course, I'm sure we've all seen this on Twitter today. Eat food and watch Netflix simultaneously. As if you couldn't do that from the comfort of your sofa with like a laptop or TV or PC. But with this fork and spoon equipped smartphone case. Welcome to the pinnacle of our dystopian future.
Fuck?
That's a bit dramatic.
You've got two hands for a reason, people. Hold the phone with one and the spoon with the other.
That's stupid.
That's really stupid.
I've got a desktop computer with two screens. I could put a plate of food on my desk in front of me and have Netflix direct, like a few inches away from my face, and I can eat and watch it at the same time.
You can't even watch that screen while you're eating with it. You can't.
You're going to get food on it.
I have two monitors and a cell phone. I can masturbate, watch news and porn while eating. I'm not saying I've done it.
He is. He also used ranch as lubricant.
I did indeed.
This is stupid. You can't even look at the screen properly.
This has got to be a joke. This has got to be a joke.
I mean, it's just a case. So, I mean,
look at the kind of things that millennials would rather have than money. I mean, I'd sell them that.
That is not a millennial. That is Gen Z.
That's a millennial.
She's not. She's way too young to be a millennial.
Now look, she's starting to get her mustache. She's old enough.
Have you ever looked at your smartphone and thought, man, I really wish my phone case had a removable fork and spoon built into it? No, me neither.
This is so fucking stupid.
I mean, the thing is, right, this is one of those things that people will buy just to show their friends and they'll literally never use it.
Oh, yeah.
Or they'll use it once and that'll be it, because they'll realize as they're eating their noodles with the fork that it's stupid and they can't actually see the friggin' screen. You'd be better off as using the phone as a spoon whilst you watch the TV.
You have two hands, people.
Exactly.
You could also just prop the phone up if you need it that goddamn bad that you have to see it while you shovel shit into your gullet, you fat fucks.
Of course, this started on frigging Kickstarter. As we've seen in the past with other wacky products that don't exactly make sense, this hasn't stopped someone from creating a Kickstarter focused on the case I described above, complete with an eye roll inducing name, the Spoon Fork.
Oh, fuck right off.
Spoon Fork. That said, the case's Kickstarter page, imagine my shock, just the shit that you find on Kickstarter, man, is still somewhat amusing, though it has only raised 122 Canadian dollars of its 14,686,000.
Not even American, Canadian dollars.
So it's like, it's better. It would be better if it was Mexican pesos.
Goal 3 days into its campaign, the campaign is set to end on February 14th. For over 12,000 years, humankind has strived to create the perfect civilization. We invented this being a bit dramatic. The author's being a bit of a dick about it, but I kind of like it. We invented the will. We created a system of laws. We sent people to space. Now a new chapter in our history has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you the Spoon Fork.
I hate these people.
And on that note, it's that time. I gotta go pee.
There we go. There it is. There it is. Well, whilst he's away, I'll continue reading. I don't want to move on to the next one.
I sincerely hate these people, but go ahead and move on. Or keep reading.
The page then goes on to state that it took the team behind the Spoon Fork roughly a year. It took them a year, monkey.
An
entire 365 days to achieve the perfect design for a seamless experience of sight. You know what? I'm gonna take my iPhone out of my pocket, mate. I'm gonna take it into the kitchen and I'm gonna start sellotaping all the cutlery to it. And if it works after the first try, right, I'm gonna sell that on Kickstarter.
I'm gonna sell people a plan instead. It's just gonna be a plan on how you can do this yourself, and it's gonna include instructions to walk to your goddamn drawer, pull out a fork and spoon, and then eat like a normal fucking person, and you can hold the other gadget there in your fucking hand.
Oh, this is funny. This is kind of funny. Oh dear. It seems that the case's ultimate goal is to allow you to continue to scroll through Instagram while still mowing down on food. You know, I would imagine this makes it considerably harder to use your phone.
It would, because you're trying to do it all with one goddamn hand. What are you doing with the other hand? Where was the video of the millennial eating like this?
Would you stop saying millennial?
I'm sorry, the millennial?
The Gen Z.
Oh, I need to say like millennial.
Oh my god. There you go. There's the GIF.
What is she doing? She's not even using her other fucking hand.
Her other hand doesn't know what to do.
Because this is fucking stupid. This can't be. Tell me this isn't actually real.
This got a joke.
Well, there's a Kickstarter, so let's have a look at the Kickstarter. And there it is. It's on Kickstarter.com. They're up to
£99.
£99. So it's gone up. You've got 10 people backing it. Oh god!
I bet those are all people who just did it so they could say something horrible to them.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you morons?
You know, people, if you are inclined to support Kickstarter campaigns, might I recommend you don't support this one, and that you support something that actually, you know, makes sense.
If you want to throw your money away, just give it to me. I'll find something much better to do with it than this stupid shit. How much is that thing supposed to cost when it's all done?
Golf City Johnny Blaze, you are a millennial, mate. It's a bit of bad news for you. You're 27, so you're in my generation. What was that? How much would it cost?
Yeah, the final product.
This is coming from Singapore, by the way.
Yeah, see, I only buy my shit made in China.
Mm-hmm. Like a real American.
Damn right.
Say fuck off to disposable cutlery. Well, don't buy disposable cutlery. Just eat normal cutlery.
You can. It's like they're trying to pretend they just invented the goddamn fork.
Is it going to change the world? Perhaps, mate. Come on. Yeah, Johnny Blaze, you are a millennial, mate. I'm sorry to tell you that, but you are. You're only a couple of years younger than me, so you're in my generation. Do not stop eating. This bitch can't even see. She's not even looking at her phone.
Yeah, that's just a spoon, honey. You can, and look how you have to eat with it. No. You're horrible people, and you should feel bad.
You're making it so much harder. Okay, so the early bird price is $39, or $45, or $69, or $79. But it's going to be $299, I think, judging. Well, it's 10 times. So you can get 10 phone cases with 10 spoons and 10 forks.
You know, I don't mean to be judgmental.
Yes, you do. Yes, this is stupid.
And you can get a pack of plastic spoons and forks for a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
Or you could get a fucking spoon that you wash.
Yeah.
You can go to Walmart and get like a pack of 4 spoons, metal spoons that you can reuse over and over for the rest of your life for $1.
Yep. Cheap.
What are y'all doing with your lives?
Reusable. Eco-friendly. Oh god. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Swastika Acres, a Cherry Hills village subdivision, may finally change its name after 111 years. City leaders have cleared the way for owners of the 50-some homes to drop the name. Swastika Acres.
What's wrong with that name?
Well, I mean,
how in the world did they end up with that name anyway? I'm wondering.
Well, I mean, this existed longer than the Nazis, I guess. 111 years predates the Nazi Party.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, predates the Nazis. And cigar chomping penguin, look, I'm with Blazer. See millennial as an insult. I subdivide our generation as millennial. Morons and Gen Y. They mean the same thing.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, get in line. My generation, boomers, is used as nothing but an insult anymore.
Yeah,
nobody even cares about my generation because we're the middle child.
Poor Bloodwings generation. They blame them for everything.
Yes, they do.
You're right. It's all our fault.
To be fair, though, like.
But they use it as an insult to millennials. Like, you fucking boomer. Like, they're the same age as you, you dumb shit.
Yeah, people that are only in their 20s and 30s and they're calling them, I don't get it, and they're calling them boomers.
I like it. I like it when people call me a boomer.
Because, you know, depending on where you check, the last year that a boomer was born was either 62 or 64. Either way it goes.
Oh, I like it. It doesn't bother me that much.
See, it annoys me because I am from a generation that was so lazy we didn't care about anything, and I think we need credit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's. Well, I mean, I do blame you for a lot. As
You
rightly
can't blame
so.
us because we didn't care. We didn't give a shit. We didn't do anything.
It's your fault that my generation is the state that it's in.
No, that's most boomers did a lot of that.
Yeah, and you lot.
Nah, I ain't do nothing.
Mostly Gen X, to be fair. Like,
Yeah, to be fair, it's go to a school, you'll see. It's oh look, is that your grandpa?
you can't
No.
say go to a school because there's no millennials there in school anymore.
So they have.
They're all Gen Z now.
You can go talk to somebody. Go.
Like,
Let's see.
Gen Z
go to
started in 1997, mate. So
Go to the Women's March. Ask them to show you a picture of their parents.
I do
And you'd
like
be
my
like,
boomer
oh.
title. I do like my boomer title. I don't view it as an insult. I don't. Although I can see how it's different for you, Bloodwing, because for me, it's like a cute thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like saying, "Oh, you've got Alzheimer's," or so forgetful.
I don't.
But for you,
I don't.
But for
I don't
you,
mind it.
people are blaming you for like economically destroying America.
I don't mind it. It just, you know, I just roll my eyes because those people don't realize that all this technology that you all are experiencing right now, all these cell phones and computers and internet and Bluetooth, and we invented that.
Bullshit. That was the Chinese.
Bullcrap.
Chinese boomers?
Tumors.
Carlos, Gen X, the generation of apathy. Whatever, man.
But yeah, go ahead and blame us for all the world's ails. You know, I don't care.
Hey, we didn't do nothing. We were too lazy to. We were too busy listening to music that made us stop bathing.
So this is pretty interesting. Swastika Acres, which looks quite nice, actually. Size of that house.
Damn.
It's huge. That's one house, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like.
Yeah.
That house could eat my house about 10 times over.
Shoot.
Good grief, man.
One of these days, Bear, I'm behind the scenes. I'm going to give you my address so you can look it up on Google Earth and see just how tiny my house is.
I'm willing to bet it's still bigger than mine. Like,
I'll bet it ain't. I can walk from the front door to the back door in about 10 steps.
Oh, maybe we have the same size house then, because I can also do that. Probably one step smaller. Americans have everything is bigger over there. Your roads are bigger, your houses are bigger, your food's bigger.
Dicks are bigger.
Yeah.
If you say so. I mean, yeah, your guts are bigger, so it doesn't matter if you've got bigger dicks or not, does it?
It does.
That's because we got to have big ones to see it over our gut.
To get past it, man, you gotta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Get past those big ass fat guts of yours.
Indeed.
That's why you have bigger mobile fucking scooters. And another
With racing
piece,
stripes.
He's got scooter jealousy.
Yeah.
I would like one with racing stripes.
Yeah.
It makes it go faster.
You think I'm kidding, but I am not joking. In local Walmarts here, they have them that are painted up like NASCAR race cars. They absolutely are.
I know. Well, I believe you. I do believe you. That there's nothing that I would not put past Americans, to be honest. Oh dear. Hotel sacks half of its robot staff for being bad at their jobs.
Good. Fuck those robots.
That's right.
In the ass.
Send them back to where they came from. Damn immigrants.
A high-tech hotel in Japan has been forced to lay off half of its robot staff after finding they were incompetent and created more work for humans.
No.
Imagine my shock.
It's kind of counterintuitive. The robots were introduced partly as a novelty and partly to reduce the need for human staff at the Han-Na Hotel in a bid to make it the most efficient hotel in the world. There were robotic dancers in the lobby, dinosaur-shaped robot recipients, and egg-shaped bots to act as assistants in guest rooms. Kind of freaked me out if I had to sleep in the same room as a robot. The hotel started out with 80 robots, but this quickly grew to more than 243. That's kind of weird. Look at that.
What? Just hire people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny Blaze, millennials never got beat by parents. Speak for yourself. My mother kicked the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Trust me, mine got the hand if they needed it, and they got told no a lot.
Yeah, I spanked my children. I didn't spank my children as much as I got spanked.
Well, no,
My
absolutely
mom
not.
beat the shit out of me.
It was an absolutely last resort for me.
Looking back, I think it was child abuse.
Well, I grew up to a single black mother with sovereign rings on every finger.
Oh,
Yeah. I respect the whamming. The website promised excitement meets comfort, introducing state-of-the-art technologies. Hen Na Hotel is the world's first hotel staffed by robots. At the front desk, you'll be greeted by multilingual robots that will help you check in or check out. At the cloakroom, the robotic arm will store your luggage for you. I'm not happy with that. What if it grabs you and launches you into the room and hangs you up? You know what I
why
mean?
would it do that?
Because it's a robot. You can't trust robots. They might think they're hanging up a coat, but they've actually grabbed you by the scruff of your neck.
Did they have a ball washer?
You mean a B-day? It's a hotel, so probably. Mechanic yet somehow human. Really, dude? Fucking dinosaurs, dude. Those fun moments with the robots will warm your heart. Furthermore, once you register your face with our face recognition system, yeah, I'm sure they'll have you on a register somewhere. You'll be free from the hassle of carrying the room key around or worrying about losing it. What if someone looks like you? Can they get in your room if they look like you?
I don't know.
No, I don't have that much confidence in technology. Well, what do you guys think about that?
I just feel like, a lot of this technology, whenever somebody says, well, it's going to save an awful lot of effort and work, to me usually means it's going to cause more.
Yeah, pretty much. Should I grab some more news for you, or just chat for a bit?
Yeah, we could. Either way. Either
Okay.
one's fine. This is the Saturday edition. It's a little more lax.
Emotional support alligator makes new friends at assisted living facility.
Okay.
Emotional support alligator.
Alligator. I've heard of emotional support dogs and cats and other animals, but alligator?
Emotional support alligator. What? Okay. This is coming from Baltimore, CBS local news. Emotional support alligator makes new friends at assisted living facility. Okay. So you two are pretty old and crippled. Would you like an assisted living alligator? Or an emotional support alligator?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
My daughter just came by.
Oh, cool.
She doesn't have the little one with her. Little one's with daddy.
But
that's okay. I got to see my daughter.
Awesome. But they're only little.
What's little?
Emotional support alligator.
The fuck is that?
I've got to share the screen because people are not going to believe me. So
if you're going to use an alligator for something, I would think you'd want to use it for like a watchdog or protection, but
or a handbag.
Emotional support. I don't know.
They're only little.
It's still a fucking alligator.
Yeah, and I guarantee that little thing can put the chomp on your fingers.
Yes, it can. Meet Wally. What a name for an alligator.
That's actually fitting. There was a cartoon here when I was a little kid called Wally Gator.
Oh, okay. Personally, I don't know about you two, but I would prefer an emotional support dog or a cat, maybe even a hamster. I don't
Even
want
a mini horse, you know, something warm and fuzzy that you can pet.
yeah, something that's not going to bite your finger off. Ideally, it's called Nibbles. Fun fact for you: I actually used to own a pony called Pebbles for a short period of time.
Pebbles.
The fuck was that noise then? Anyway, meet Wally, a 4.5 foot long emotional support alligator. I have to slow down when I read that because that's mad. With razor sharp teeth, who likes to make new friends. Aw.
Fuzzy.
Wally belongs to Joey Henney, host of Joey Henney's Outdoors, a hunting and fishing show that ran from 1989 until 2000 on ESPN Outdoors, Fox, and other outlets. Henney recently took Wally on a leash to the Glatfelter Community Center at the Village at Sprenkle Drive, an assisted living development north of York, Pennsylvania. Henney told them his gator has never bitten at anyone and is even afraid of cats.
Okay.
What kind of alligator is it? I'm not scared of snakes, one woman said, as she cautiously approached to have her picture taken with Wally. But that thing has a lot of teeth. Yes, it does. Yeah. Wally may not be
alligator.
Hmm?
It's a fucking alligator.
I know. Right?
Even the little ones can put a chomp down on your finger. Trust me.
Yeah. I'm not sorry, Wally may not be as soft and cuddly as support dogs. Yeah, no shit. But Henny encouraged her to pet Wally, saying he particularly likes the top of his head rubbed. Yes, awfully close to his mouth. He's just like a dog. No, he's not. He's a fucking alligator. He wants to be loved and petted. I'm fairly sure that he wants to be swimming around in a swamp somewhere.
Yeah.
He's not going to be tiny like that forever. I mean, sooner or later, this dude's going to get big.
Yeah.
No.
He'll have a friggin' arm off. Okay. Henny says he rescued Wally about 3 years ago after a friend who rescues alligators in Florida called him up. Wally was part of a congregation of gators that were to be destroyed to make room for a development. Wally was just a pup. Is that what they call them? Is that what a baby alligator is called? A friggin' pup? About 14 months old and about 1.5 foot long. At first, he was afraid of everything. But after a few months, Wally had begun to become domesticated. Imagine that thing like using a litter tray.
People are stupid.
Oh, that's not good. Where was I? He was just like a little puppy dog. He would follow us around the house. Yeah, he probably thinks he's going to take a bite out the back of your heels. Henny said Wally is still a wild animal and you still have to be careful around him. Understatement of the friggin' article. But he became a part of the household. Wally, who shares his home with an alligator, Scrappy, he's got 2 of them, lives in a 300-gallon pond Henny built in his living room. Don't build a pond in your living room.
This guy's not smart.
No.
He's got a few screws loose, I think. He loves to watch TV and lay down on the couch or bed. His diet includes frozen rats and chicken. And your toes and fingers at some point.
Right.
They aren't for everyone. But what can I say? I'm not normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of gathered that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way of guaranteeing that thing's not going to bite someone. I mean, it's instinct for them.
Yeah.
No, look, that's a non-biting alligator.
Right, non-biting kind. Yeah.
Alligator of peace, perhaps.
Yes.
I've been to an alligator farm before, and I've seen. Oh Lord.
Oh, good grief.
Pretty good story at the alligator farm, actually, but I'll save that for one of my story times.
Oh dear. Got another one here. Pearland woman faked autism so she could sexually assault caregiver, police say.
What?
That's the opposite of what we usually hear.
And lo and behold, I can't access it because British. So I will get the Reddit link and I'll send it to Monkey. So yeah, you can read it.
Let's see. Stop it. Pearland woman fakes autism so she could sexually assault caregiver, police say. This is Pearland, Texas. A Pearland woman is accused of trying to sexually assault her caregiver after faking autism. Rachel Childs, 29, is charged with intent to commit assault, indecent exposure, and burglary. Police say Childs lied to the caregiver and told her she would be caring for Childs' twin sister who has autism. The caregiver followed Childs' instructions and picked up Childs' twin, that's in quotes, and took her to her own home to spend the night. The caregiver told police the, quote, sister later engaged in sexually oriented conduct. That's when the caregiver got suspicious because the behavior did not reflect that of someone who is autistic. The woman looked into Child's background and determined she's an only child. The caregiver immediately called police. Investigators say Childs came up with the elaborate hoax for sexual gratification and was actually pretending to be autistic. Well then,
I feel like that's a long way to go to achieve that.
It really is.
This woman must really be unfortunate looking if she has to go through all that.
Oh, she's not attractive. Hang on, let me get the story back up here. See if there's a picture on the little thumbnail, but let's see if there's a better one here. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh shit, where do I have this open at? Where's my share? There she is.
Yeah, she's she's a handsome woman, that one.
Yeah, she is.
I've seen worse. Married.
Yeah.
But
if her face looks like that, imagine what the cooch looks like, man.
I bet it looks angry.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Like, I mean, this is a woman who had to go to this extent to get somebody to touch her wuss. I mean, how horrible is your vagina that you got to go to this length to get somebody to look at it?
And then report you later.
I bet it's like a friggin' wizard sleeve, like an open ham sandwich, and someone should have just told this woman that if she wanted to get laid, all she had to do was hang around the bar at 3 a.m. just before it's closing, and someone will pick her up.
Yeah, I mean, there are lesbians with no standards. Come on.
Yeah. God, what a creature. Oh dear. What else is going on in the news at the moment? A driver trying to destroy snowman hits stump it's built on instead.
Oh, that is a great article. You should read that one.
I'll grab it then.
It's short, but yeah.
Driver trying to destroy snowman hits stump it's built on instead. That is some instant karma for you right there. That is a big snowman as well. Holy crap.
Look how big this stump is, man.
Yeah, it's the video is just playing for me. Where's the stump? Okay,
it's
that's
underneath the bottom piece.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's quite big. Those silly sausages. A vandal got a rude awakening when he... Is that what we're calling people who destroy snowmen? Vandals now? Evander got a rude awakening when he tried to run over a 9-foot, good grief, snowman that was built on a tree stump. Kentucky homeowner Cody Lutz called it instant karma.
Yep.
Absolutely. What goes around comes around in good ways and bad ways. So I guess everyone learns a valuable lesson here from Frosty. The towering triple stack of snowballs in northern Kentucky has a lot of character. Much like the people who built it, the snowman was packed with purpose. Lutz says he loves the snowman so much that he took snowman building to the extreme, using a massive tree stump as the base of the top hat topped creation. I went to work on Monday and I came home to this Monday night, which is the irony is pretty funny. Someone saw the soon-to-be Lutz family creation and tried to fracture Frosty with the front end of their truck. Oh no.
What kind of asshole tries to run over guys? This snowman was not like on the edge of the street or something. It was right there in the middle, and this asshole tried running it over in somebody's fucking yard.
Sounds like my neighborhood.
I'm glad they hit a fucking tree stump. This is not like just a little tree stump. That tree stump has got to be, God, what?
That's a pretty good
around?
trick, though. That's a pretty good trick.
You know, I kind of sympathize with the driver.
Fuck that driver.
Only because something similar happened to me as a child.
You ran over a snowman as a child?
No, I wasn't that much of an asshole as a kid. In front of my house was used to be a tree, and they cut the tree down, and I didn't know there was still a small stump at the base because grass had grown up all the way around it. And I thought I'd be really cool by riding my brand new mountain bike through that little patch of grass. I was going quite fast. I flew off the front of it, and the bike landed on my gingangoolies.
On your junk.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's a kid riding through grass. This was an asshole riding into somebody's yard.
Yeah, I know. You're a piece of shit if you do that, really. Don't drive into people's gardens. That's not your property, people.
Takes yard jobs to a whole new level.
Yes, it does. I'm sure they could get the guy on trespassing or something. That explains irate's autism. It's Downs-tism. It's a combo.
Yeah, I've always said Bear has so much Downs, he's on the way back up.
Exactly. It's kind of like when you push a straw to the bottom of a pint glass, it starts coming back up again.
Yep.
Yeah. Michael Cohen paid IT firm to tweet that he was sexy.
That is the allegation, yeah.
Seriously? This is not the Onion. This is
This comes from the Reddit that is literally called "Sadly, This Is Not the Onion." So aptly named, Bloodwing. Michael Cohen paid IT firm to tweet that he was sexy. Wall Street Journal reports Cohen paid John Gauger to set up Women for Cohen. What a loser.
Lord have mercy.
This was part of the whole scheme of him paying different firms to send out stuff for Trump, their support for Trump. And yeah, he decided to also get some for himself and have Women for Cohen set up.
Would you like to hear what he wanted them to promote him as, Bloodwing?
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah, he wanted them to promote him as a pit bull and sex symbol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Now, the thing is, right? I mean, the guy is not, right? He's just an everyday Joe type of guy. But then again, you know, at one point, Mick Hucknall was considered a bit of a sex symbol, and the guy was ginger. So, okay. Michael Cohen is a sexy pit bull terrier with a fantastic smile, according to a Twitter account that it turns out was started at the instruction of one Michael Cohen. I really hope there's a screenshot, and there's a screenshot. Let me just check to see if the account is still there. And the account is still there. At Women for Cohen. Fantastic. It's the best news I've heard all day. Would you like to see it?
Sure. Dr. Phobos says, I just came in at sex symbol. Is Bloodwing a sex symbol now? Always have been.
He has, yes. Yeah. Love seeing hashtag selfies from our number one, Michael Cohen. You look so handsome. Oh,
yeah.
Haters can't handle knowing that women love a real man. And of course, it is real because here's my Twitter account looking at Michael Cohen's Women for Cohen. And there it is, quote tweeting everything Michael Cohen says.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a diamond and silk. We spoke about them earlier today. Oh my God.
That dude's a douche.
It's not allegedly, is it? I mean, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Not alleged.
Oh my God, look at this account.
The only part that might not be real, he might not have done it, but he said he did. So I'm going to take his word for it.
Well, he's clearly a stud.
Yeah. Yeah, just asking.
Pitbulls are not ugly. I don't know who's saying pitbulls are ugly. Mimi, fuck you, Mimi, you bogan. Pitbulls are beautiful dogs. Beautiful, I tell you. Yeah, Cohen would get lots of attention in prison. Don't you say it, Bloodwing. I know where you're going with this.
All right, I won't.
Mm-hmm. You wait until I go quiet, then say it. In one notable tweet, the account claims Cohen looks even more sexy than a young Andy Garcia. Good.
Alrighty then.
Sure.
Okay. That's enough of that. Oh dear. Would you like to hear about some discrimination?
Yes, always.
Why not? Yeah. I
course,
haven't had enough discrimination in my life today.
It'll have to be read by a monkey because I'm not allowed. I don't have a license for it.
Read.
Vibersword, I don't know whether or not pugs are ugly dogs, but they certainly are annoying. That they do just drives me nuts.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Bear, what are you doing tonight?
Making a video after this, and then...
Lords of the Nighttime. You gonna be awake?
But I didn't have a nap today.
If you're asleep, that's cool, dude. But if you're not, if you're awake, you should come join us tonight. And same for you, Blood. It is our 2-year anniversary.
Oh,
I'll be there. Same at 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Our anniversary is actually tomorrow, but we're not on, so we're celebrating tonight.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
That means I have to come on and sing happy birthday to you all.
You can. I'll join you if you want.
No, it's on my own. I'm fine. Thank you, Monkey.
Okay, let's see. This is Aero Mexico offers discounts to Americans who have Mexican DNA. In 2017, about 35 million American citizens traveled to Mexico, visiting beachy spots such as Puerto Vallarta, to historical sites such as, I'm going to say that wrong because it looks like chicken.
Just say foreign.
Chichen Itza, I think. It still looks like chicken. But as political tensions flare between Mexico and its northern neighbor, the United States, one airline decided to be proactive. Aeromexico, the country's national carrier. Oh, I haven't had a nap either, Blood. Sorry.
I know. Well, you've seen the title of the stream.
Right. The country's national carrier unveiled a program called DNA Discounts, which offers discounts on flights to Americans who can show by taking a test that they have Mexican DNA. The amount of the discount depends on the percentage of Mexican ancestry. For example, a person who has 15% Mexican heritage qualifies for 15% off. The promotion is specifically targeted to states in the western United States, including Arizona and Utah. Yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of Mexicans in Utah. Chart on screen explains how long immigration between the two countries has been going on and which states in the United States are likely to have high numbers of people with Mexican heritage. Are there a lot of Mexican Mormons?
Mexican Mormons?
I wouldn't think so. Well,
would-
now, wait a minute. Take that back. Yes.
I mean, the Mormons think Jesus was an Indian, don't they?
Yeah. There have been splinters from the Mormon church, like cult-like polygamous splinters. And one major one moved right across the border.
Okay.
I thought they were all like Catholics.
Faithless is saying there's tons of Mexican in Utah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. However, there's much more going on with the campaign than simply wanting to encourage travel there. The commercial features representatives from Aeromexico interviewing some residents of Wharton, Texas, on their opinions about Mexico. Wharton is 60 miles southwest of Houston and 300 miles north of the Mexican border. Several interviewees expressed their dislike of Mexico, saying they have no interest in visiting. Did they talk to you, Blood?
No.
One man says, "Let me stay here in peace and let those folks stay on their side of the border." Others say they enjoy Mexico exports such as burritos and tequila, but have no interest in traveling to the country.
I really like it when you do a Mexican accent. It's
Why, thank you. I do my best. That, of course, is where the big reveal comes in. The same people are told on camera what percentage of Mexican DNA they have. Some are dismayed, others confused. One couple looks pleasantly surprised at the news, with the husband teasing his wife about his percentage being higher than hers. Is this a real commercial? It is. Oh my God. It's like a 2-minute commercial. Guys, I'm going to throw the link here into chat so you guys can watch yourselves if you want.
Yeah, do it.
Hang on, I'm sorry, I'm watching.
The Mormons are an interesting bunch of people.
Duck Dog, yes, I think they are the same ones that were running guns. Yeah. Not 100% on that, but I believe so.
There's a great part of this where there's this little redneck looking woman and they tell her, "Sorry, you're only 3% Mexican," and she actually looks upset by it.
But I wanted to be Mexican.
I want to be Mexican. I want that discount. The one lady, they tell her and she's like, "I think discounts are great." That's such an American thing. I hate the Mexican. I get a discount.
Guys, I think we can get a few more likes. We've got about 15 minutes left of the stream. I think we can get a few more than that than what we have in a minute.
This has been an excellent stream. Get those likes up.
Yeah. Let's keep that ratio thing going. You guys have been awesome every episode up to now. Yeah.
Get those likes up.
Yeah, Festering Womb said Mormons are very nice but very strange. I have no doubt that there are nice people.
Yeah.
Mormons? Oh, sure. Actually, they're known to be quite nice.
Yeah.
I'm not being
Donnie
mean to
Marie
them.
Osmond. Yeah.
They just have some odd beliefs, I guess.
That episode of South Park where they just rip the Mormons up and down, the end of it is really great. The little Mormon kid, because Stan is just being a douche to him the whole time because he doesn't want to be with the Mormons, and he finds out what Mormons actually believe. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with your family? And the kid just comes back to him and just bitch slaps him like, "Look, I just wanted to be your friend. You don't have to like our beliefs, but they work for us and it keeps us happy. So I don't see why that's a problem for you." He goes, "You're just kind of a dick." And it was so beautiful, the end of it. And that's the point. I mean, look, their beliefs are fucking weird. But they tend to be really nice people, honestly.
Yeah. I don't care about what you friggin' believe as long as it doesn't impose on other people's rights.
Yep. I agree with that 100%.
As far as I know, Mormons don't believe anything or carry out any practices that impose on other people's rights. So,
no.
You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone.
I mean, I
We'll get
don't know
along fine.
everything about Mormons. All I really know is they're polygamous.
They have some weird, strange beliefs, especially if you come from a Christian background, because they take a new book, because it's the Book of Mormon. It's added on. It's not like a replacement for the New Testament. It's a follow-up to the New Testament. And if you read it, there's some stuff in there that'll make your head go, huh? But again, I mean, they're nice people.
Yeah.
Whatever. You do you. Let me
Not my
be me.
fucking business.
Yeah.
I will laugh at it when it comes up, because like,
Oh,
ooh.
yeah. Well, sure.
And frankly,
All right.
I'm with them on the polygamy thing.
I don't know about that. I have a hard time handling one. I don't know about more than one.
Faithless says they're not polygamists anymore. I doubt that. I saw a documentary not that long ago about them.
Well,
There's
those that you
different
see,
sects.
yeah, those that you see are generally splinter groups that have split off from the main group because they're not accepted anymore.
Oh, so all right, okay.
And the main doctrine of the church is no polygamy, is if I remember correctly.
Right.
Dr. Phobos, are you a Mormon? Because he's saying we're not polygamists and haven't been for 100 years.
Yeah, he mentioned earlier that he was. Said he's not
Look,
very good at it, but he is.
When I say your beliefs are weird, I think the same about the Catholics. Everybody. So it's not just Mormons. I think that about.
People think I'm a Christian, and people think that some of my beliefs are weird too. So,
Dr. Phobos, we realized that multiple wives means multiple mother-in-laws. That is excellent logic.
Lord,
that's not true. Not if they're all sisters.
That is a fate worse than death, right there.
I have a question actually for him. Do Mormons do Christmas? Because fuck Christmas and having that many like people in your family.
Yeah, I believe they do Christmas. Jehovah's Witness, I don't think do. But
yeah.
Hey, you're not getting me to be a part of any religion where I don't get presents once a year. That's just how I roll.
God, imagine that. I mean, like 3 wives, you've got children with all of them, and then Christmas rolls around.
Faithless,
How buggered are you?
I wasn't saying they weren't. It was stating that I am.
I want 14 wives so I can have a threesome every night of the week with different women.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think I could handle it.
I'm still young and spry.
On P-Dog's stream earlier, we read a story out of China where a man for years had got away with being married to 3 different women. Until one of them decided to follow him.
We say got away with, but is that really the right term?
Survived would be the word used.
Yeah.
He survived it, yeah.
And get away with shit.
I would not like that.
No,
not like my current wife. Like,
I could see the benefits of polygamy.
Princess Crazy Locks, who hit the down vote. I think it was that fellow that Bear timed out a little bit ago.
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah, just as soon as he showed up, it appeared. I noticed it. So.
Yeah, he dislikes my streams as well, even though he donates loads of money. But
that's okay. It's all interaction. It really doesn't hurt you, folks.
It doesn't.
More likes, people. I think we can hit 75 before the end of the stream. And speaking of which, it's now story time.
It is story time. It is. And as promised, I will tell the story of the time that I shot someone.
I love this story.
So imagine, if you will, it's the late 70s. I'm just fresh out of high school, which would make it 78. The first place I ever lived away from home was a house full of other like-minded hippies. If you can imagine, it was one of those places where the party was always going on somewhere in the house. People were in and out, just a bunch of dope smoking and this and that going on, drinking. You get the meaning. Mm-hmm. Not in the best of neighborhoods, not any worse than where I live now, but just about the same. It actually isn't too far from where I live now. But we started getting broke into, and we weren't just getting broke into. They would break in upstairs while we were downstairs partying. and stealing stuff from the upstairs rooms. We had a couple of bedrooms made up. In fact, I stayed in the attic room. And we reported it to the police. The police didn't want it. They took one look at our long hair and probably smelled the reefer in the house, and they didn't want to help. It's like, yeah, screw you, you know. So okay, we'll take care of it ourselves. We'll do this ourselves. And we would try to catch these people, but they would jump out the window, and the window to the attic come right out on top of this little overhang that was over the porch. It had a big, huge porch on it, so they could just run off and jump on that. Across the street was a house that was abandoned that had grass in it as high as your head, so they'd run over there and hide. You couldn't catch them. So me and my buddy Clayton, yes, his name was Clayton.
That's
Hey,
a redneck name right there.
You betcha.
My cousin named Clayton.
We decided to start taking turns waiting up. So we would take shifts every couple hours at night. And we took a shotgun and we emptied a couple of the shells in it and we filled it with rock salt. Now, if you don't know, rock salt is very big grain. It's mostly used in water softeners now. It will penetrate the skin and then burns bad.
I imagine.
So we filled these shells with rock salt. We loaded it up and we're taking shifts, staying up and listening. And it happened to be my turn to sleep. And all of a sudden, Clayton's shaking me. He says, "Hey, Lost." That was my nickname. I won't go into detail why. He called me Lost. Lost. They're here. Man, get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh, what was okay? He says, "Well, here, you take the gun and go out the back door. And when you see the porch light come on, you run around the front." So, okay. So I go out the back door and I sneak around and the porch light comes on. Sure enough, you see these two bodies come diving off the porch. One of them heads to the abandoned house across the street. I couldn't follow him. The other one took a left-hand turn. Being proper rednecks, we had an engine block out in the middle of the yard. And he tripped over, he fell over that engine block, which you know had to tickle. Shins on that engine block. Anyway, I come around behind him, and just as he's standing up and still bent over, I leveled the shotgun and unloaded. It was on target. You could hear this man screaming a mile away. He literally ran through a barbed wire fence, not jumped over it. He ran through it. And you could still hear him screaming a mile away. Funny thing, we never got broke in again. So yeah, Blood Wings actually shot someone. It wasn't with a lethal load, but I shot him.
I bet that really, really hurt.
But that still hurts.
Rock salt will mess you up. It will penetrate the skin, and then it gets stuck in there. And as your body fluids are dissolving it, you've heard the old term like rubbing salt in a wound. Yeah. He probably wished he was dead.
Oh, because you have some nerve endings in your ass as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll bet he wasn't sitting down for a while.
Yeah. I bet he was sitting on one cheek, on the side of that cheek. Thank you, Simius. We appreciate that, mate. 77 likes. Maybe we could get 3 more.
Yeah.
Bloodwing deserves it. He deserves a nice like. And Carla, yeah, give Bloodwing money. Give him money. He's going to spend it on redneck things.
Like paying bills.
You getting chewing tobacco and something nice for your sister.
My sister wife.
Oh dear. And obviously shotgun ammo. Which of course we all know is actually rock salt and not slugs.
Yeah.
Or shells or whatever they're called.
Void Horizon, you might have clipped the sack, BW. I thought about that. Might have. He was bent over with his backside facing me when I let loose.
Redneck things like electricity and food.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh dear. Yes, I know all about the nerves in your ass. Yes, that's right, festering wound. Oh dear. I bet he became a stomach ache sleeper after that.
But hey, if you like that story or any of the others I told before, I plan to keep them coming. I've got 1,000,000 of them. So tune in next time.
He does. He does. He has some pretty interesting stories. I was thinking,
You were thinking, don't kid me.
behave yourself. I've been trying to remember some of your stories.
Oh, I can't even remember them all sometimes, Bear.
I'm just trying to think of the run-in with the police when you were high.
Oh,
I believe you were like walking down a pitch black road at
good
night.
grief. Yeah, I'll have to tell that one sometime.
Yeah,
That's the first time I went to jail. Yeah.
yeah. Because that started off as just a party, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a party.
Yeah,
for sure, it was a party.
Navy stories, but well, maybe I could spin an old ditty. Maybe I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what you'd want to hear.
Yeah, that could have
They're
been
not as good as Bloodwings.
Irish Rose. That could have been my uncle. Who the guy I shot? If he is, I'm sorry, not sorry. Shouldn't have been breaking in my house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't break into Papa Bloodwing's house. So shoot you in the ass.
It's funny that same shotgun. Before we changed the load, before all this, we were all sitting around. We were out of room to sit, so there was an old wood stove, the kind that is covered in like thin brown metal, sheet metal. You've seen, not like a pot stove, but I don't know if you've ever seen them. But me and this girl were sitting on top of it, and there was like maybe 3 inches between our legs, where we were sitting. And somebody picked up the shotgun and said, "Is this thing loaded?" Boom!
Oh.
And while our ears are ringing, I look around and I look down, and straight between where our legs were hanging off of that stove was a big hole the size of a baseball. I'm like, oh, geez. But yeah, I kind of looked up at him. I said, yeah, it's loaded. Or it was.
You're I don't think any of my stories can beat Bloodwings. But we've actually come to the end of the stream, so we've run out of time, folks. We've run out of time.
Yep. And let's see if I can get this over here. We are at the end of the stream, guys. Thanks so much for showing up. Thank you everybody that gave for the donations and for the good ratio. Thank you, Bear and Monkey, for showing up.
No, absolutely.
And we're going to call it here, folks. So as always, get out of my yard.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.